Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida is set to reopen on July 11th and July 15th.
Our overarching objective is to establish and implement enhanced safety protocols for responsible reopening of our theme parks.
Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom and Disney's Animal Kingdom are set to reopen on July 11th, and Disney's Hollywood Studios and Epcot are set to reopen on July 15th. But what happens if you have an existing reservation?
Recording. All right, so we'll start with just explain when you woke up, everything was gone.
I guess we can just go back to the morning of the announcement, realistically.
On Wednesday, May 27th, Walt Disney's Senior Vice President of Operations, Jim McPhee, announced the reopening dates for Walt Disney World, as well as the regulations and what to expect when they reopen.
We will be also managing our overall attendance demand through a new theme park reservation system. It will require our guests to obtain a reservation for park entry in advance. We'll share more details about this component in the near future.
I was in the middle of working. I wasn't able to get on and actually watch the announcement. And so luckily I had you who was able to kind of text me what was happening, because we arrive on the 13th. Our first 2 days that we originally had scheduled were for Hollywood Studios and Epcot, which means we weren't going to be able to go to those parks because they aren't opening until the 15th.
So Andy and his wife Annette logged on to My Disney Experience online in order to try to rebook the first 2 days of their trip.
And at that point, the system wasn't completely bogged down. It was still giving her the Millennium Falcon load screen for a few minutes, and then she was able to get right into the system, and she was able to modify our first 2 days. She booked fast passes for those parks and tried to book dining, and at that point dining had been turned off. Later on in the day of the announcement, I logged into the application on the My Disney Experience app, and our dining reservations were all gone. So we got on the phone.
I had a couple questions in regards to my upcoming reservation that starts on July 13th.
And just a heads up, I can answer general questions right now. We are having magical enhancements with our reservation system, so we can't actually look at your reservation right now. But I can do my best to answer whatever questions you have.
Absolutely. No, I figured.
For the first few hours on Wednesday, Walt Disney World circuits were completely jammed, and guests would hear a message saying that all circuits are currently busy, please call back later. Once getting through, there was a message about the current situation at Walt Disney World, and this is what guests would hear, before being transferred to a cast member who could assist them further.
Thank you for calling us about your reservation. In line with guidance and direction provided by health experts and government officials, Walt Disney World Resort is closed until further notice. This is an incredibly fluid and complex time, and we will be providing more updates about the Walt Disney World Resort soon. We appreciate your patience as we work through these important impacts to guest vacations. As always, if you wish to cancel or modify a vacation now, we are available to help you today.
Later on that same day, after chatting back and forth with my wife, and we just kept talking about it, we checked the app again, and our dining reservations had come back. Fast forward to the next morning, and we pulled up the My Disney Experience app, and all of our fast passes are gone.
And this was Thursday morning.
Yes, Thursday morning. We kind of knew this might be coming, so we weren't surprised.
Sure.
But the conversation still continues to be, are we going to go still? What are we going to do? How are we going to handle it? The lesson is right now is that to wait an hour or two and then check back on your app, because within that time frame, the fast passes came back. So now I had all my fast passes, I had all my dining still.
And this is Thursday night.
This is Thursday night.
Flash forward about 24 hours, and Friday night, reports started coming out that Disney was implementing some major changes. On Friday, March 28th, Disney would implement changes that would see no new ticket sales or resort reservations, canceling all dining reservations as well as experience bookings like Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique and Savvy's Workshop. The Disney dining plan has been canceled for dates between May 28th, 2020 and September 26th, 2021, and all Disney dining plan purchases are being refunded. In addition, Fastpass Plus reservations have all been canceled, and those Fastpass Plus queues are going to be used to help social distance guests inside the parks.
So then this morning, which we kind of expected, log into my Disney experience and all of our fast passes are gone. So I don't think they're coming back based off of everything that's been reported. Full on roller coaster ride of, are we going to have dining? Are we not going to have dining? Are we now, since we aren't going to have our deluxe dining plan, are we going to keep our same reservations for dining? And so again, multiple conversations throughout the day, and we both looked at each other and we said that this is going to be an adventure of a lifetime. So there's no reason why we are not going to come. We are going to get on that plane. We are going to go through it all. Having to wear masks during the summer in Disney World, we still said, we're going. There's nothing that is going to deter us. The only way that this is going to end is if Disney completely cancels our reservation and tells us we're not allowed to come. There's still that possibility, but my belief is that since we are at the beginning of this whole process, the beginning of the reopening, I would have thought and hoped that we would have heard something by now in an email, which we haven't. So we will play that by ear, and we will still come as long as they will allow us to be there.
So, as you all might imagine, there's been a great deal of work put in to get the Walt Disney World Resort and our cast members ready to reopen in this new environment for our July 11th opening. We've rethought many aspects of our operation to help enhance safety and provide a great guest experience. We're now implementing this work and proceeding with training and development so our cast are ready for the road ahead, and soon we will be welcoming our guests back. We believe this thoughtful, methodical, and phased ramp-up strategy for our property is the right path. Together, we hope everyone will do their part to bring the magic of Walt Disney World back into this new environment.